Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Pull Chapter 11. This one is titled Another Day in UA. Best to check, dear, you never know, your grandma warned. I highly doubt he is. I don't know anyone who would want to be with him, you said with an eye roll, taking your freshly boiled jug of water and pouring it over your tea bag in the mug. Okay, so maybe I would, but that's beside the point, you thought. Well, if you've met so many times already, it's a sign that you're it, Grandma replied with elderly enthusiasm. I don't think so, you said softly, your face flushing a little as you dunked your tea bag a few times. Anyway, Grams, I'll talk to you later, okay? I need to rest. I have to be up bright and early tomorrow. Oh, of course, dear, you go, and I'll talk to you again soon. Much love from me and Pa. Thanks, you said with a smile, and made a kissy noise into the phone, something you and her did as a sign-off. You heard her do the kissy noise back and you smiled again and pulled your phone from your ear, then pressed end call. Would he have a missus? You thought emphatically as you looked down at your phone again, then opened the internet browser. You typed in Hero Eraserhead and clicked on his public hero profile to do a bit of research. The profile didn't have a lot of information on him, stating that he was a night worker and liked to keep a low profile, but apart from that it had nothing else on his personal life. Well, that's definitely true. You scrolled through his credentials and other information on him. He does like to keep a low profile. Then you opened a new tab and typed in your next question. Does Eraserhead have a wife? A few news articles popped up regarding a fellow hero named Ms. Joke, but there was nothing to confirm that these two were an item, except for one picture that showed her with her arms slung across his shoulders and a bright smile on her face. She looked happy enough, but he certainly didn't. I have never seen anyone look more dead in all my life, you thought, a relieved smile crossing your face once you were certain that he was single. Then you caught yourself. Why do I even care though? I don't even like him that much. You closed the internet app and then picked up your cup of tea and went to watch some trashy shows on TV before turning in for the night. That next morning you were up bright and early and looking like death yet again. How long will this jet lag last? You moaned internally as you rested your forehead on the kitchen counter, waiting for your coffee machine to make you coffee. I'm going to be asleep by lunchtime if I'm not careful. Mind you, Aizawa will probably have his sleeping bag there, so I could use that, you thought with a smirk. I'm going to have to look extra presentable today so that it makes up for the fact that I look like I've just died. After spending a little more time than usual getting ready, you left the house, making your way to the bus stop and on towards UA. You got there well ahead of time and buzzed in at the gates and headed up to the staff room. Wow! Hisashi screamed when he saw you enter the staff room. Someone's looking very presentable today. Thanks, you said with a yawn. I'm doing my best to look human. You look more than human, he added as he tilted his head down a little and pulled his glasses down to the tip of his nose that eerily had no nostrils and wiggled his eyebrows at you. Stop it, you said with a chuckle. Trying to catch someone's eye? He asked slyly. It's hard to catch the eye of someone that almost has their eyes closed. I know, right? You replied in agreement, walking over to a spare desk and plopping your things down on it. Might borrow his sleeping bag though, because I feel like my eyes will be closed by lunchtime. Then you quickly changed subjects. Can I use this desk? Ah, so it is him you're thinking about, Hisashi teased. Yeah, go ahead, that one's free. Thanks, you said as you sat down. Then you registered that you had just admitted to trying to impress Aizawa. Wait, no, sorry, I got mixed up. I'm not trying to... Secret is safe with me, he exclaimed loudly, throwing his arms out wide. Really? You deadpanned. Somehow I don't believe you. Just then Aizawa walked into the room and you pretended like you were doing something else for just a moment before seeing him. Oh, hi Aizawa, you greeted, trying to sound uninterested and disconnected. Morning, he grunted with a small nod. Ready for class today? Always, you replied brightly, giving him an overly happy smile. He looked at you, then went to his desk and sat down to do some work before first class for the day. It's not like I'm trying to impress him, but he still could give me a compliment, you thought with slight irritation as you unpacked some things into your desk. Miss Lin, Aizawa addressed you. Call me Yin, you said as you looked up at him. I mean, not because we're close or anything, but, like, I just prefer that you'd call me by my first name. It feels weird otherwise, you added quickly. Okay, Yin, he said in his even, deep voice, the kind of voice that could give you an eargasm. Today, I'd like for you to take the girls aside and work on confidence. All of the girls in my class are strong, well-rounded heroes in the making, but some don't believe in themselves like they should. You find it easy to compliment people when they're not around. Have you ever told this to the girls themselves? You asked pointedly, turning in your seat to face him as you flicked one leg up over the other and raised a well-manicured eyebrow at him. He stared at you for a bit, silently, then chose his reply. No, I haven't told this to them. Sometimes telling someone things about themselves makes them get a big head, so it's best not to fill them up with too much self-importance. But sometimes it's nice to say these things, especially if you know that they're suffering from a lack of confidence, you replied, narrowing your eyes at him. Maybe you should try and show your feelings a little more. Feelings? Hisashi quipped from his desk, having overheard the conversation. Aizawa doesn't have feelings! Do you always have to be so loud? Aizawa deadpanned at his friend. Hisashi, I love you, but why have you got to be so loud? Stay tuned for chapter 12, coming tomorrow.